We all have local legends and local heroes, and that's no different anywhere in the world. And in Hearn's Kwaidan, there are numerous stories depicting local legends he heard whilst living in Japan. From the Jinroku Sakura, a tree that blooms in the dead of winter because a disgraced man sacrificed himself beneath it, to the story of a blind monk performing for an imperial retinue of ghosts. But one that I find interesting, and the story for today, is the story of Osono, and it goes something like this. A long time ago, in the province of Tamba, which is modern-day central Kyoto Prefecture, there was a wealthy merchant, Inamuraya Gensuke. He had a daughter, Osono, who was pretty and clever. So much so, he sent her to the city of Kyoto, preparing to be educated. And when she returned home, she was married to a well-to-do merchant named Nagaraya. They were happy together and had a child, a son. Unfortunately, she would go on to die just 4 years later. Yet, the night after she was buried, her son claimed to see his mother. She could smile and acknowledge him, but could not talk. Unbelieving the boy, her family hurried upstairs and saw her specter looming before her tansu, something akin to a Western dresser for our Western audiences. Terrified, the adults hurried downstairs trying to figure out why. They talked amongst themselves, over and over, deciding that perhaps her spirit was unsettled in regard to something small. Women fret over small things, of course. So they cleared out the tansu and gave her dresses and other clothing to the nearby temple to rest her spirit. Confidently, they returned home, only to find her looming there yet again. And again the next night, and the night after, and the night after. Night after night, Osono stayed, looming and looking over her things, stoking those in the house with fear and unrest. Willing to find peace, her husband's mother went to the temple, a Zen temple, the story is clear to explain, when she meets with the head priest, an old wise man named Daigen Osho. Explaining her plight to this old man, he assumes that if it was not the clothes, there was something else about the tansu that she was attached to. He prepared his things for an exorcism, gathering his sutras and sayings, and went to the home when, come early morning, round 1 o'clock, he was sitting in the room, staring at the tansu. And sure enough, Osono appeared. Kindly, the man uttered his incantations and prayers, but it failed to dissuade the spirit. So he spoke to her. He asked her if she could use help finding something, to which she gently nodded. So he got up and approached the tansu. He searched the first nothing inside, then the second, nothing, the third, nothing, the fourth, nothing, each time finding nothing. Then he looked behind the drawers and in the chest itself and found nothing. He was caught by surprise and looked at the wistful ghost, standing there, still looking. What could she want? He wondered, looking over the drawers. And it was here, in that moment, he realized something. These drawers were lined with paper, and he failed to look under it. So he went inside and began to tear the insides of the drawers out, lifting the paper. In the first drawer, he found nothing. Then the lining of the second, nothing. Then the third, nothing. Then the fourth, and there it was, a letter sitting in the last drawer. "Is this what was troubling you?" he asked, getting a humble bow in reply. "It shall be burned this very morning, and no one shall read it. But I," as he said those words, the woman Osono smiled and vanished. Then he went to the temple, read the letter, and as he said, he burned it. When he approached the family, he told them, "Do not be anxious. She will not be here again." He promised them, and she never did. Well, what was the letter? It was a love letter, written for her when she was studying in Kyoto. Was it a love that never flourished? Was it a love that was and was lost, as she returned home to marry Nagaraya at her father's behest? Or was it a confession that she could never reply to? The true contents of that letter died with the priest, and Osono seemed keen that no one know what was inside of it, as she wanted to take it with her to the grave as well. As always, thanks for watching. Mite kurete, arigatou gozaimasu. じゃあね